Hey, what's up everybody? Retro Gaming Guy here. Today in this video, we're going to dive in and test out the AceMagician AK1 Plus mini PC. So let's see what this PC has to offer. All right guys, here we have the AceMagician AK1 Plus mini PC with 16GB DDR4, which uses a 512GB SSD with Windows 11 Pro pre-installed, ready to go. And this actually hits speeds of up to 3.4 gigahertz, which is what I'm most excited about here, especially for some gaming. So here I have everything unboxed, ready to go, laid out here. I typically like to do a full unboxing. However, the outside of the package had my shipping label on there, so I just couldn't get everything off. So I've unpackaged everything, but this is exactly what you will receive when getting the AceMagician AK1 Plus mini PC. So over here we have a couple mounting screws. This is a mounting bracket, which on the back side here, you can see we are able to mount this to the backside of a monitor, or you can even mount this to the outside of a desk or something like that if you want to. If you're going to use this on an arcade cabinet for the gamers out there, you can mount this inside of your arcade cabinet and be able to have all your games pre-installed either inside of here or running through an external SSD through any of the USB ports on here. Over here we have our user manual. Very thorough, very reliable here from AceMagician. I hate when there's basic starter guides here. Oh, there you go. Diagram of how you can mount this to the backside of a monitor, but very thorough here. AceMagician does a great job of outlining everything that you'd ever need to know about their products, so I love that from them. Here we have our power supply cable, and then up here we have a regular HDMI cable. So we're going to take a closer look at the mini PC now, and first thing I notice is there's not much weight to this. This is very lightweight. Now I have reviewed some of the other AceMagician PCs out there, one that looked very similar to this, but the weight of this is probably a quarter of the weight of the last one that I had. So definitely expected there to be more weight than there is, but that is certainly a good thing. So it says Intel inside right here, just worth mentioning, of course. But now, if you take a look at this, really a cool design here. On the right-hand side, that is where you're going to find some of your USB ports, as well as your power buttons. So if this is the front, power button, literally right there, very easy to access, easy to find, functions very nicely. It's not overly recessed in. Some of these mini PCs have these really small power buttons that are recessed in, and you really have to struggle, at least if you have larger hands, to actually push the button in. Not the case here. So we have two USB 3 ports, one regular USB, and if we turn this around to the back side now, you can see we have our power supply cable port there, another regular USB port, two HDMI ports, Ethernet, and our mic over here. And we can actually remove the base on here. You'll notice if we flip this to the bottom here, we have this little toggle here, and it's a locked indicator over here, unlocked over there. If we slide it over to unlocked, we are able to actually remove the base here. So if you were going to install this on the backside of a TV or a desk or inside of an arcade cabinet, you could install this, and then you would be able to just disengage the actual PC from the base here. So really do like the fact that we have that ability here, and you can see where we have the extender here. Obviously lines up perfectly. You don't even need this if you didn't want to. You see we have the mounting brackets on the back here, or the mounting holes rather, for the brackets on the backside of the actual PC. So this could get even smaller than it already is here by removing that. That takes a good 3/4 of an inch off of the base there, but I'm going to leave it on there, lock it in place. So now another thing on the backside worth mentioning is we have two screws here, and if we actually open these up, I'm just going to unscrew these real quick. You can see that we have this door that comes off the back, and in here we can actually connect another SSD. So just another fun feature on here that I think definitely comes in handy. We obviously have the SSD that is built into the actual PC here, but this actually makes it so if you're going to game on here, you have significant additional storage. So I'm going to set this up real quick, and we're going to power this on. This runs Windows 11 Pro on here, which in all honesty is great, but it's not super exciting for a video. So we're going to play some games on here, and we're going to see what the performance is like, because that 3.4 gigahertz is actually pretty good for gaming. So I want to see what collections work, what games work, and just test out the overall performance of this particular mini PC. So let's get this set up and see what we've got.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is and welcome to Garibaldi's
All right, guys, the AceMagician AK1 Plus mini PC here definitely has some bang for your buck, definitely has good performance paired with some pretty impressive specs. Now, this is not by any means the most powerful mini PC out there on the market. This is one of the more budget-friendly options. AceMagician has some awesome mini PCs, so if you find that the performance here isn't adequate for what you're looking for, AceMagician definitely has some amazing options out there. I have multiple PCs from AceMagician. I'm a big fan of what they have to offer. In fact, I have some mini gaming PCs that get me into PS3, Xbox, GameCube, everything effortlessly. So definitely look at AceMagician, even if the specs on this particular PC aren't up to snuff with what you're looking for. So that being said, $181.35 for this mini PC right here. At the time of this video, prices do fluctuate though, so that could go up, it could go down. A lot of different things factor into that. So at the time of this video though, $181.35, and for that price point, the specs and the performance here are very good. So a lot of the other options out there are in the $200 range to $250 range, and you get very similar specs, very similar performance. So over here with AceMagician, you get a great product for a great price point. Now, you do have limitations with gaming, of course. For that reason, I wouldn't recommend this PC solely for gaming. If you're looking for a PC to tackle your online sort of tasks or even offline tasks, if you want to check your email on here, if you want to conduct business on here, if you want to do web design, if you want to watch YouTube videos, which you saw here in the demo portion of this video as well, I went on, jumped into one of my videos, and you can see smooth sailing there. No issues, everything loads up quickly. I've downloaded stuff on this PC. The download times are great. Everything about this PC is phenomenal on that side of things, but when you dive into gaming, you do have limitations. Dreamcast ran excellent. Everything prior to Dreamcast and N64 and PS1, absolutely perfect, no issues whatsoever. That's why I didn't bother showing that stuff in here. I wanted to tackle the stuff that was going to kind of max out the performance on here. And GameCube, unfortunately, didn't work. Wii, for the most part, didn't work. Just fell a little bit short with this PC of what you would actually need to emulate those. PS2 actually ran, but there were definitely significant delays. You can adjust settings in your emulators to better the performance, but it still falls short in my opinion, still doesn't create the best experience out there. So I personally wouldn't enjoy playing PS2 titles on this particular PC. Surprisingly though, Wii U actually ran pretty well. Some games run better than others, but Mario Kart 8 here ran pretty well. It definitely felt like it was slowed down a little bit, but there wasn't like lags or delays in the actual gameplay experience. It just felt like everything was moving a little bit slower. No audio cutouts, no screen tearing though. So Wii U, for the most part, does run really well on here, which was a nice little bonus. Definitely surprised me. Nintendo Switch, unfortunately, the audio for me was the biggest issue. Definitely a mess with the audio side of things. Definitely screen tearing here and there. It was pretty intermittent though. Not to the point where I think that would solely ruin the experience, but paired with the audio issues, it definitely just isn't up to snuff with what I'm looking for. So I wouldn't, dive into this for Switch emulation either. But, if you want those classic games, those classic collections, and you also want to utilize this for those regular PC tasks, then, using the Windows 11 Pro on here is definitely going to get you in a great place. And you do have that added bonus of being able to play, at least some games on here. And it does handle those games very well. I think this would be a great option for those of you that are looking to mod an arcade one-up cabinet or just an arcade cabinet in general. It's a super lightweight PC. It can be easily mounted to pretty much any structure. So an arcade cabinet, you can mount it inside the cabinet with ease. It's not going to take up much space at all. It'll be safe and secure inside of your cabinet, or you could even mount it to the side of your cabinet if you wanted to, because you could disconnect this from your cabinet and bring it over to your desk, use it as a regular PC, bring it to your living room, game on your big screen TV, and then go ahead and connect it back over to your arcade cabinet when it's time to play those classic arcade games over there. So for that reason, I think this would be a great option for a lot of people. But again, for those more advanced game collections, it is going to fall short, unfortunately, with the specs that are on here. But consider the price point here, and when considering that low price point for a PC of this caliber, you're definitely in a good spot. Definitely getting some bang for your buck, definitely getting some value here. But remember, if you are looking for more from a PC, look at AceMagician's other options. I have a lot of different products from them, and they run extremely well. They're very well made, very reliable. I have some mini gaming PCs that are a little bit more expensive than this, but they definitely will get you into a wider range of game collections, all the way through PS3 and even modern day games, in fact. So that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of this particular mini PC from AceMagician. Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video today, please give me a thumbs up on the video. It's a huge help to me here on YouTube. And of course, hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop for all future videos. I'm going to put a link up here at the top of your screen so you can click over and get some additional information on this PC. And I'll also put another link in the description of this video as well. That's going to do it though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.